Guys, let us work on what is called as shaped neckline facing. These are the two patterns we have. Your back pattern and your front pattern with the darts. Now, let's start tracing the pattern for your shaped neckline. This is how I'm tracing. I'm taking this line as my guideline. Yeah. And then start tracing your pattern on this. Just trace your neckline. Yeah. This is your shoulder line. This is your now remove the pattern, and for your shaped neckline, because this is a half size pattern, I'll take a facing of 1.5 inch. So now start from here. This is your 1 inch and this is half an inch. 1.5 inch. So what you do, from the neckline, go little bit, take 1.5. Go little further, take 1.5. Little further, take 1.5. Further, take 1.5. Further, take 1.5. And further, take 1.5 and 1.5. Now join these dots. You can join with your French curve hip or whatever curve you have. Yeah, join these ones. Right now, guys, so this is for your neckline. Right, you can either use your French curve and make a smooth line. French curve handu. This is the neckline for your friend. Keep it aside. Come back to your back pattern. So I'll do the same thing. I'm just taking one more guideline. Yeah, and then tracing this. Now, guys, I have a dart here. I'll make sure that my facing comes from here only, from this point to this. Yeah, so now what will I do? I can even measure this. Yeah, this is almost 1.5, right? So obviously my curve will come below that. So now start from here, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and your one. Right, now again taking a curve, yeah, match it, see, almost, yeah, trace this, join all curve together, all points together. So now this is shoulder line, right, this is line, and this is center back, and then this is your green line. So now what will I do? I'll start cutting my patterns. See? Done? Yeah, and then this one. Yeah, this is my front, and now going to this part, this is my back. Now my center front and center back for the patterns. See, this is my front, see, this is my facing, and this is my back, and this is my facing. Yeah, now keep it aside. Keeping your patterns aside, now I have again taken a fabric, yeah, and this is my fold, yeah, this is my width of the fabric, this is my length of the fabric. So now what you do, I make it like that. I'll take my center front and then I start tracing my pattern. Tracing my pattern. I'll keep my fabric like this so that I can show you on the screen. Yeah. Right, this is my pattern. So what am I doing is, here this is my grain line, see, this is my grain line, and always this line have to be parallel to the grain line, as I always said. I'll keep it like that, yeah, my grain line parallel to it, and start tracing the pattern. This is my dart point, and this is my pattern. Once this is done, this is my dart point, this is my bust point. Not on the bust point, you have to mark till the dart point. So I will put my needle inside again. Put my needle inside and then I'll just mark here. See, I'll just and mark there. Now taking this out with the help of a scale, I will mark my dart points now. Yes, and this is my leg. This is my dart. Now, this is center front. I'll have center front opening, right? So what I'll do from here to here, right? Here to here, I'll extend half an inch first, and then I'll again increase one inch. See, 1 inch, and then again I'll increase 1/4 inch. Now once this is done, the same thing I'll repeat on this. So what you do, this much space you leave it here and then trace again this side. Yeah. Yes. Now this is this way, right? Till now this way. Now you turn it to back side. Keep it that side. That's the way. This is your grain line, and then trace this part. And then these are my points. 1, yeah, 1 and 2, and then this dot. See, this dot. So I'll insert the pen inside. See, this is a point. So now again I'll take my scale. Yeah, now from here, this is my center front opening. This is my grain line. Now what will I do? I'll take half an inch extension, then I'll take 1 inch, right, and then I take 1/4 inch. Now the pattern's plackets are done. Now from this side I'll start jotting half an inch seam, at the neckline, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4, 1/4 and 1/4 inch, and here half an inch, half an inch, and from here it's like half an inch, half an inch, half an inch, half an inch, and here on the side seam, you will have 1 inch and 1 inch, right? 1 inch. So this is 1 inch, and from here 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 and 3/4, right? So now you join these points. Yeah. And you join to 1/4 inch. So as you're done, you have to do that also. Now guys, so I have given seam allowance to both these patterns of front, and this is 3/4 inch as I said. Now how to cut your pattern? On all other angles when you talk about side seam, you talk about a shoulder line, hole, neckline and hemline. All these can be cut as given the seam allowance, but only thing is you have to take care of your center front. So how to cut your center front? Start cutting the 1/4 inch line, and generally when we are talking about, right, this is your half an inch extension for the buttons, 1 inch and 1/4 inch. Your buttons are generally on this line. Whatever the size, right? So now what you do is fold your first 1/4 inch line, yeah, crease the line properly, yeah, crease the line properly, right? Once this is folded, fold the next line, see, crease that properly, yeah, crease that also properly. If you see carefully, see, folded 1/4 inch, then folded your 1 inch. Now keeping this, now you start cutting your neckline. See, always don't cut like this. If you cut like this, what is going to happen? Your neckline will come something like that, the V sort. So start little straight and then cut the seam of the neckline, yeah, see, and the shoulder line, here and you cut your hemline. See? Yes. Done. See, when you open this, see your pattern, how it comes. Yeah. So when you close and finish it, right, it will come like this and it will go into the neckline shape. Again, once again I'm showing you. This is your 1/4 inch line. Cut your pattern first. Yeah, right. Fold this line. Yeah, properly, and then fold your second line. See? Yes. Yeah. Right? Now start cutting. Yeah. Done. See, this is your placket. This and this. Yeah. Yes. So now, see, this is your friend, right? See, this is your center friend, and this is your center. Right now, when you want to close center friend, on center friend, it will come like this. When it is coming like this, see, this is like this, yeah, and this is like this, yeah, and your buttons are here. Yeah. So now keep this at the place. Now take this. Again you take your fabric, yeah, And now we are cutting our back. So this is your back pattern, and back there we have two pieces because we have an opening in the front, but here we are cutting on fold because there is no opening. Keep it like that and start tracing. See? Yeah. Right? And then this point will have to go. Let's see. Yay! This is point, and that is a point, right? And then 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now once you have these points, you just make your dot. Yes. And yes. Right? That's it. Now this part also, that's it, right? So this is how. Now this is one side. Now center, back, on, fold, yani this on fold. So you keep your pattern again here, right, properly, and then trace your pattern, right? Have you traced the pattern? Done. And now again your dot marks have to be marked. Yeah, so place it properly, and then these are your dot marks, and the holes you already have a gap here. Just insert your penciling. Now again, done, done, done. Do this and do this and do this. Now you give the seam allowance. 1/4 inch seam allowance here, 1/2 inch seam allowance there, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch seam allowance you have to give again. Chalo, let's start. 1 inch to 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. I have traced everything. Now I am cutting it. So now I have cut the back, and this, because I have cut on this, okay, it is called as on fold. So we have cut our back pattern on fold. Now open. Now guys, I will keep this also aside. Yeah, my front, 2 piece my front, and 1 piece my back. We'll come back to the facing part now. Yeah, now if you see carefully, in the front we have added 1/2 inch. That have to be added 1/2 inch more in the front here. So what will I do? I'll develop my pattern. I'll develop a new pattern. Okay, so either I can make one more pattern and keep it, or I can directly go on to my fusing. This is what I was telling you guys. Shining, yeah, it's not of a good quality, right? I'll go. There's no grain line in that. So I'll open my paper. It's like you get this like that. Yeah. So on single layer, right, keep it like this. Yeah. And taking my center friend, I'll keep it like that. Yeah. And then trace it. Yeah, traced. And this is center friend. Okay. Yeah. Now, because as I said, we have extended half an inch here, we will extend half an inch here also. Yeah, half and half. So just extend it to half an inch. Yeah. Now this is your new center front, right? So cut two pieces again. Now you have kept one like this, the second one you will keep like that. Yeah, saving the space. Yeah, this is your center front. Yeah, this is your neckline, this is your shoulder line, and this is your hemline. Yeah, center front. So now to this again, I will have half an inch extension. Yeah, this is what is half an inch extension, right? I have extended half. Now this is new center front. This is my neck line, this is my shoulder line, this is my hemline. Shoulder line, hemline, okay, neckline. Yeah, so this is my front. Now I'll cut this. So no, but your iron have to be heated meanwhile. So these are your two center fronts. Keep it aside. Now center back. Now you remember your center back is on fold, right? So this is on fold and this is your neckline. So because it's on fold, you need not extend anything. You will have to trace it like that. So what will I do? Keep my pattern this way, and this is my center back. This is my center back. Yeah, guys, I traced it. Now for the other side, for on fold, I'll just reverse the pattern and then do this. Yeah, center back on fold. Do that, and now I'm cutting the pattern. So I have cut the pattern. See, this is what it is. Yeah, on fold, right? Now guys, what you have to do is the fusings what you have cut in shape, keeping the grain line, you place it like this and you will have to iron. Now placing. Which side to place what? Can you see the shininess on this? You see a shine over there. That is the wax. Once you keep it on the fabric, and then you iron this. So place it properly on the grain and you now iron this piece on the fabric. Guys, don't let the piece heat too much, yeah, and don't, if you give more heat here, what is going to happen is the wax, whatever is there on the paper, will melt, evaporate and move off. Otherwise, sometimes when you are giving a lot of heat, this will evaporate and then get settled on the fabric with an oil stain on that, right? So this is how I'm making, right? I'm giving gap and then I'm doing. Now I'm thinking that, oh God, it's too heat, too heavy, too hot, and you don't heat it properly. Then what is happening? It will not, the wax will not melt and automatically it will not stick properly on the fabric. So you have to maintain a proper heat, required heat for the pieces. Now once it is done, don't immediately lift it or don't fold it. Just let it be as it is and let it cool down, and then you can remove that part like that. Now guys, so now these are the facings, okay, shape facings, fusing for the shape facing, okay. And so if you ever see that there is little gap and it's raising up, you can re-iron it and let it stick. Now once these are done, you will have to give your seam allowance to the pattern, right? Now the seam allowance again given to this is shoulder line. You will give 1/2 inch as you have given to your bodice, right? See, you have given 1/2 inch to shoulder, 1/2 inch to armhole, and 1/4 inch to seam allowance. The same thing you will have to give here. So 1/2 inch, yeah, half an inch, yeah, okay, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, right? And then you have to give 1/4 inch to the neckline, 1/4 inch to the neckline. Right? This is how you have to unfold one piece and 2 pieces of this. Once these are done, you cut the patterns. See? fusing. See, fusing. Mohit, so this is going to be the facing to the neckline here, and this is going to be the facing to the front neckline here. See? Yeah. We will do construction in the next class.